Odds are, in 4 days, John Boehner could be the most powerful man in the House. That is, of course, if the GOP takes control. And we're getting a glimpse into the kind of speaker he might be. Listen to a radio interview he did just yesterday.
We're going to do everything. I mean everything that we can do to kill it, to slow it down, to stop it, whatever we can get done.
Let's bring back in Galena, the governor. And Simon, look, John Boehner is a disciple of Newt Gingrich. He led the charge against Barack Obama. But do you think, Governor, when he says that, he means it, or is he just firing up his base?
Well, the problem for the party of Lincoln, for my party, is that we can be easily squeezed in this whole operation because you have a Democrat House today, a Democrat Senate, Democrat presidency. If we have a Republican House, well, hopefully a Republican Senate, but you still have a Democrat president who can sustain vetoes and will veto. So I think what's important for Boehner is to obviously have his base understand that we as a party believe in something, lower taxes, less government, strong national defense, trying to look back at the Bush years and saying, well, we didn't mean to do some of those things. Now that we have power, we're going to be settled and responsible. But this is not, if we win the House, it's not an embrace of Republicans. It's a repudiation of the Obama agenda. They'll throw us out in 2 years. So John Boehner has to be very careful, very settled, very mature, because he will have a lot of real active, noisy members, new members particularly, that he's got to provide adult supervision to.
Did that sound, Governor, obstructionist to you? Not so much what you think he should do, but did he sound obstructionist to you?
Well, remember, opposition is loyal opposition. I think if you say what the president is proposing sounds good, but it's faulty in A, B, and C arenas, here's what we think, then I think people will see that as a contribution, not obstruction for obstruction's sake. But it depends on how Boehner handles himself. He's very wise, very smart. He and the president both smoke, so maybe we can have a smoking caucus and discussion about all of this. But he's going to have to work with this White House.
Galena, let me read to you some quotes, because everybody's writing about John Boehner. Ezra Klein writes, he will continue to, quote, play hardball politics because his caucus will demand it. Vanity Fair's Todd Purdom writes, Boehner is by nature a salesman, a deal maker, not an ideologue. And Boehner told the Washington Post he would let Democrats offer bills and amendments which lets the steam out of the partisan animosity.
Well, that's certainly not what it sounded like from those comments he made, and I don't think there's any sense that he's feeling settled or calm at all. I mean, I think that's just wishful thinking. I think he's really kind of just promoting that kind of extreme vocal viewpoint that we've seen and that voters are turned off on. Just today, another survey found that 2/3 of Americans want to throw out all the politicians and start over. I mean, that's how frustrated the American public is.
All right, well, I wish we could talk more about this, but we will. We definitely will. Galena Espinosa, former Governor Frank Keating, Simon Rosenberg, thanks to all of you.
Sure.
And we're continuing to follow the breaking news, the reports of a bomb threat on a cargo